Hello everybody, it's the 15th of September and I'm just looking at this fusion project which I've just left growing in its own happy merry way, and it's put on quite a bit of extension growth. And what I'm just going to do is I'm going to try and tie it in slightly to this wooden form, which is just a tree branch that must have come down in a storm at some point, and I'm just using that as a form for these shoots rather to grow up. I'm not too fussed about making it too tidy at the moment. It's almost impossible with this much growth and this much foliage, but I am going to try and just tie it in. Let me just move the camera up a little so you can see. And yeah, I'm just winding it round gradually, hoping to cover the entire branch. There is obviously a playlist for this tree where you can see me putting it together, and that will be linked in the end screen and description. These other pieces I'm going to just trim off for now, because they're not actually going to contribute to the design in any way. So there we go. It's in a fairly deep pot and it's put on quite a lot of growth, so in contrast to my other Virginia creeper project, which is in a shallow bonsai pot that hasn't grown well this year. So they've also been on directly opposite sides of the garden, so that possibly also had some effect. This one was on the side facing west and got the afternoon and evening sun more, whereas the other one was on the side facing east, and so got slightly less. But there you go. A strange project, but a bit of fun nonetheless. Well, I enjoyed it. I can't speak for you guys. So in contrast, this fusion project has actually put on quite a lot of growth. In fact, one in particular, which was at the back and I hadn't even noticed, I'll be honest, has indeed put on a lot of extra growth indeed. So and although it's beginning to turn in a few places, it's not showing the same "oh, it's autumn" I'm going to lose my leaves and drop. For the most part it's still very green. Now what am I going to do with this piece? I'm going to cut it off because I'm not going to need all of this extension growth, and that'll make it easier to work with. This tree obviously has its own playlist, and if I can remember I will try and save this bit of footage for when I actually do a whole video on this tree. So that'll be for another time and another video. The 22nd of November, and I've decamped up to the top of the garden from where I've been filming down the bottom, because we've had a very wet period and the ground is so wet now that I'm just turning it into a muddy quagmire walking up and down there. This fusion project, it's got an awful long way to go. But we have had quite a significant bit of growth. We had some superb autumn colour, which was rather nice, and I'm hoping that if I cut it back any new shoots from the top, I'll be able to encourage some further shooting from down below. Got a piece here that's going to have to be tied in come spring. It can maybe make up some of these gaps, but I think this is going to be one of those long-term projects, and it's going to be a while if I can ever pull it off. Doesn't matter if I can't. I'm going to have fun trying, and maybe I can provide a little bit of entertainment. You guys can have a laugh at me failing along the way. Which would be my perceived front, but of course that'll change over time maybe as well. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Do the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, the commenting, but most of all, please take care of yourselves, everybody.